Map. A map is a representation of the Earth or a part of it on a flat surface. It can show continents, countries, cities, and even a local area, showing all the details in it. A flat map, however, cannot accurately show the curved surface of the Earth. When a map is drawn, the shapes and sizes of the continents and oceans get distorted. The maximum distortion occurs in regions around the poles, while the equatorial regions can be shown with reasonably less distortions. The art of map making is called cartography. A person who draws maps is called a cartographer. Cartographers show the curved surface of the Earth on a flat map by a method called map projection. It is, however, impossible to reproduce the spherical surface on a flat piece of paper. Thus, every map has some distortions. A map can either show the correct size or the correct shape, but not both at the same time. Types of maps. Some maps show only the landforms, while some show the boundaries of countries and states. Others may show the weather conditions, crops, roads, and so on. Therefore, we can say that maps are of various types, providing different kinds of information. Some such maps are described here. Political maps show the boundaries of countries, states, and districts. They also show the locations of cities, towns, and villages. Physical maps show the landforms and water bodies on the Earth's surface, such as mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, lakes, and seas. Climatic maps show weather conditions like temperature, pressure, winds, rainfall, etc. Tourist maps show details of hill stations, historical places, and other places of tourist interest. Thematic maps show the distribution of forests, crops, minerals, industries, etc. Maps are used by the students, professionals, and common people for different purposes. Maps provide a lot of information to planners. Planning of roads, residential complexes, factories, parks, and many other things are done on the basis of information given in the maps. Even the strategies of an army depend on information provided in the maps. Elements of maps. Every map is provided with certain aids or tools which help us read it. These are called the elements of a map. Some of them are discussed here. Title. Every map has a title which tells us what kind of information is being provided in the map. Direction. There are 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. These directions are also marked on a map, but how would you find them in a map? You will find a line with an arrow and the letter N printed above it at the upper right-hand corner of a map. It is called the north line since the arrow points towards the north. Once you identify the north, it is easy to mark the south, east, and west directions. The intermediate directions are northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. In case the north line is not drawn on the map, you should consider the top of the map as north and the bottom as the south. Scale. Since the size of a map is very small as compared to the actual size of the place it depicts, so the places are reduced from their actual size when they are shown on a map. This reduction is based on an appropriate scale. A scale is the ratio between the distance on a map and the actual distance on the ground. To show large areas like continents or countries, we use a small scale. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 500 kilometers. These are called small-scale maps. Maps which show small areas like a district or a town use a large scale. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometer. These are called large-scale maps. They provide more details than small-scale maps. Types of scale. Verbal statement. Units of distance are mentioned on the map. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometer. This means that 1 centimeter on the map corresponds to a distance of 100 kilometer on the ground. Linear scale. A straight line is drawn and it is divided according to the proportional distance on the ground. Representative fraction. In this, the units of distance are not mentioned. The ratio between the map distance and the ground distance is represented as a fraction. For example, 1:1 lakh. This means that 1 centimeter on the map represents 1 lakh centimeter, that is 1 kilometer of the ground. Symbols. Symbols are certain other important elements of a map. They are used to depict the features like towns, bridges, post offices, railway lines, forests, etc. You will have to show them by using certain colors, symbols or letters because there is not enough space in the map to actually draw them. The common signs and symbols that are internationally accepted and used in maps are called conventional symbols. Every map has a legend or key which explains the different colors and symbols used in it. Look at the key given below.